General Mutala Mohamed was a name that resonated through the annals of Nigerian history. A stern but visionary leader, he rose through the ranks of military with a reputation for integrity and unyielding discipline. Born in a small village in northern Nigeria, Mutala's early life was marked by a fierce determination to rise above his humble beginnings. In the mid-1970s, Nigeria was a nation teetering on the edge, plagued by political instability, corruption, and economical turmoil. The country needed a leader who could steer it towards a brighter future. It was in this turbulent period that General Mutala Mohamed emerged as a beacon of hope for the nation. Assuming power through a military coup, General Mutala Mohamed wasted no time in setting his vision into motion. His first act as a leader was to tackle a rampant corruption that had crippled the nation's progress. He launched an anti-corruption campaign that saw many high-ranking officials and influential businessmen held accountable for their misdeeds. His message was crystal clear and clean: Nigeria would no longer be a haven for greed and dishonesty. Under his leadership, infrastructural development became a top priority. He initiated ambitious projects to build roads, schools, and hospitals, recognizing that a nation's strength lay in the well-being and education of its people. Despite the brevity of his rule, these projects began to transform the landscape of Nigeria, laying the groundwork for future growth. Let's listen to his interview after he seized power as a military leader.
Fellow Nigerians, events of the past few years have indicated that despite our great human and material resources, the government has not been able to fulfill the legitimate expectations of our people. Nigeria has been left to drift. This situation, if not arrested, would inevitably have resulted in chaos and even bloodshed. In the endeavor to build a strong, united, and virile nation, Nigerians have shed much blood. The thought of further bloodshed, for whatever reasons, must, I'm sure, be revolting to our people.
But it wasn't just his policies that earned him to the people. It was his character. General Mutala Mohamed led by example, adopting a modest lifestyle that contrasted sharply with the opulence of previous leaders. He was often driving himself to work in an old Peugeot 504, symbolizing his commitment to humility and service. One of the most significant moments of his tenure was his decision to move the federal capital from Lagos to Abuja. He envisioned a new capital that will be centrally located and free from the congestion and chaos of Lagos. This bold move was a testament of his forward-thinking and strategic mindset. However, General Mutala Mohamed's time in power was tragically cut short. On a fateful day, February 1917, as he drove through the streets of Lagos, his car was ambushed by assassins. The nation was plunged into mourning as the news of his death spread. His assassination sent shockwaves throughout Nigeria, and the grief of his loss was felt deeply by those who believed in his vision for a better Nigeria. Though his reign was brief, General Mutala Mohamed's legacy endured. He became a symbol of integrity and visionary leadership in Nigerian history. Streets, buildings, and institutions across the country were named in his honor, ensuring that his contribution would not be forgotten. In the years that followed, Nigeria continued to face challenges, but the memory of General Mutala Mohamed, dedication and sacrifice remained a guiding light. His story served as a reminder that even in the darkest times, a single leader with unwavering principles could inspire a nation to strive for greatness.